Hello everybody, welcome back. Thanks for clicking on my video. Please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is a pretty optimistic time for me. I've been doing really well, been winning most of my games. Yeah, I'm just trying to climb up to 1,000 ELO as fast as I can. So without further ado, let's get into the game. This game I got the black pieces, and it just started off the standard way, and then they did something a little unstandard, not standard, and I don't know if this is a thing. I was a little confused by it, so I just try to develop naturally, the normal ways, and just try and get my pieces out. And yeah, like right here, you can already see there's a hanging pawn, and what do? I just completely miss it. Uh, I gotta get better at seeing those, especially at the very beginning. So he took, I took. So yeah, this is kind of transforming into a Ruy Lopez game. So he took, I took. He castled, and right here, I should just capture that pawn. Um, and in this position, that the computer thinks I should move that bishop out, but I still think probably should have gone for that pawn. I castled, and I'm not sure what this move does, like why chess.com's analysis thinks I should go there. I'm assuming to go here or here, but it just doesn't seem good to block in the bishop there. I feel like even if it's here or here, there's nothing that it can really do. Haven't gotten this position before and haven't really studied it. So I developed that bishop. He comes right back at me. Then I drop the bishop back, keeping the pin active. And they brought out their bishop. I challenged it. I knew I'd recapture with the queen if they captured. And they start pushing their pawns. I thought taking with my bishop would be good. Create the double pawns over here. I didn't think he would want to recapture with his queen and trade queens. I probably wouldn't have traded queens anyhow. I probably would have moved the queen up there. But the queen right here, everything blocking in the king, doesn't seem too good for the opponent. And I'm trying to swing in my rook to join in on the attack. Create a check. It's pinned. So I thought, okay, this is a good time to bring out the rook, and would also be kind of good to take that way too, but might just take too long. They brought out their second rook. So I figured that this particular attack wouldn't quite work because they'd probably take here first. And I wanted to take here versus him taking here. So I just took first and he recaptured with the pawn. I dropped back and he pushed forward. And I figure I can go right back up here. Nothing else can attack the queen. So he started moving his king away. And I tried to move the bishop here because it blocks off any escape of the king. But yeah, like moving the queen down to this square, it would kind of accomplish the same thing. But I knew as soon as they moved the king, I would have to move the queen like maybe right back because it'd be under attack by the rook. So anyhow, I try and bring my pieces into the attack a bit. He has his own attack. This kind of surprised me a little bit, but I just dropped my queen back and just kind of rerouted it so that my pawn wasn't in its way. And they're challenging these pawns over here. But I thought the greater threat is me taking the rook. So I did that, and they recaptured with the pawn. I recaptured with the queen, and they brought up their knight. So I recaptured here because I didn't want to be down material. And he brought out his knight. And now that knight is attacking that square. It also attacks this square too, but yeah, looked like he was able to take a pawn. And I'm surprised he didn't take that pawn. Because after I moved there, I saw that he could take that pawn and then immediately attack that rook, and I just thought, oh no, that's not good. But I'm glad he didn't do that. Captured this pawn, completely ignoring the fact that that knight was attacking my rook. That was pretty bad on my part. So you capture, I recaptured, and just trying to save the game. Try and take some pawns and hopefully can win the end game. I had to move out of the way because the queen put me in check, and this move completely shocked me. I did not expect him to sacrifice his rook. I thought that was just really crazy. But maybe he just didn't plan it out very well. I don't know. Anyhow, kind of move the pieces around a little bit. Try and create some attacking chances. And here I knew I wanted to trade off queens because my pawns, I have a passed pawn, and it would be hard for him to move his pawns. Like if he moved his pawns down, I could just recapture. So he was pretty much done for, and I just wanted to trade off queens and then promote to a new queen. So I checked him, and then he moved in the way of his queen. And I thought, yes, I can trade him off. So that's what I did. I just tried to promote the pawns, and that's what I just went for. And here I thought I was being pretty smart because I knew he was trying to wiggle his king in around here, and wanted to create some opportunities to promote his pawn. But I just try to block it off with the king. And yeah, so just try to move my pawns up, create queens, and do like a ladder checkmate. So he just resigned at this point. And that's how I got to 933. Moving up in the world. And let's just check out the full game review. It says I played like a 79 or 79% accuracy. Opponent played with pretty much a 74. I had a couple of mistakes, pretty much because I didn't really have that middle game plan, I believe. I was just trying to figure out ways of creating some sort of play. I don't feel like I really did a great job with that. And I guess chess.com agrees with me on my middle game. I just had a 56.4% accuracy, but my opponent didn't really have a whole lot better either. But we both had opening accuracies of in the 90s, so I think we probably both studied a little bit of the opening. But the end game, just because there are so many moves, and it's easy to say, okay, yeah, move the pawn up to promote. So that probably skewed it a little bit, but it says I played like a 1450. I'm hoping I can get to that ELO fairly quickly. We'll see. But yeah, that was that game. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I can get to that 1,000 mark very, very soon. But thanks for watching. See you later.